Hey guys, today we're going to be taking a look at a couple of bags that have really surprised me with the features and versatility that they offer. These are bags that you may have heard of, you may have seen some Instagram ads, they're not necessarily unknown brands, but I don't feel like they're covered quite as much as some of the other brands that the backpack community typically loves, like Evergoods, GoRuck, or even bigger brands like the North Face and Patagonia. So, these are bags that whenever I come back to them, I'm always impressed with how much I actually enjoy using them. And there's a few here that are particularly good as personal items for flights. They check off a lot of the boxes for what I look for in a bag like that. So really excited to share these. Before jumping in, if you're new here, welcome. My name is Danny, and on this channel, we love reviewing popular travel and everyday carry gear. If you like these types of videos and you'd be interested in seeing more, please consider subscribing as it helps the channel out a lot. So with all that being said, let's go ahead and jump in. The Ridge is a company that's well known for making durable and minimal everyday carry gear such as wallets, keychains, and pocket knives. I've featured a bunch of their gear on the channel, but one of the items that surprised me the most is their Weatherproof Commuter backpack. This is a really versatile bag, sneakily versatile in my opinion. I come back to it pretty regularly, particularly for flights, as it has so many things that make it really convenient when I'm on a trip. So the size on this bag is about 20 liters. So it's not too big and not too small while still being able to fit under an airplane seat. It has an external water bottle pocket that you can compress down. It's not the biggest, but it has been able to hold plastic water bottles, umbrellas, things that I don't want inside of the bag. It's got a nice quick access pocket on the side that's fleece lined. It actually has one of these external USB ports, which I'm not always crazy about, but when I'm traveling, it's actually been useful to be able to plug in a portable battery, place this next to me, and just use my phone without having to worry about it running out of battery on the flight. The harness system is pretty comfortable. The straps are breathable. The back panel, it's got a nice amount of padding. Most importantly, it has a luggage pass-through, which I have enjoyed more and more on recent trips where I've had to use a suitcase. And another nice thing with the luggage pass-through here is that it has a separate laptop compartment, which makes it easy to get your device out while you're going through TSA. It's padded, and the laptop compartment matches the orientation of the suitcase handle, which I've talked about in the past. You can place your suitcase on there, reach down and grab your laptop. You don't have to worry about awkward angles or anything like that. And then the bag is, as the title suggests, highly weather resistant. So you have really protected aqua guarded YKK zippers. The exterior fabric has a lot of protection. It has the ability to open up clamshell style for easy packing and visibility. It's got some nice internal organization. You also have the ability, however, to open up the main compartment from the top. So that's something that's a little more unique. You don't see that in a ton of bags. You can open it flat, access it from the top to get to these smaller compartments here when you're on the flight. That's particularly helpful. And it also has some nice quick access pockets on the front. You have two zippered pockets that have a good amount of volume, which makes them super useful when you're going through TSA to take stuff out of your pockets, toss them in. So chargers, sunglasses, wallets, they're both pretty good capacity, pretty good volume, and easy to access when you're just placing your bag down next to you, whether it's on the go or whether you are at a coffee shop or something like that. So lots of great things to love here. I believe the price has gone up on this over the years. They used to offer a pretty budget-friendly one. I think this one's a little bit pricier, but again, I used this on a recent trip to Hawaii. It performed great, and if you're just looking for something reliable that checks off a lot of those boxes in the size range, then definitely check this one out. Mahi is a company that I wasn't as familiar with, but they seem to make really high quality leather goods, including backpacks. And that's what I have here is one of their everyday bags. This one comes in at about 23 liters. It's made completely of leather, so it has a very premium and rugged feel. We've looked at a couple of leather bags on the channel in the past, and I've always really enjoyed the aesthetic. It just looks a little bit nicer in my opinion. It's also just gonna age super nicely. And this one has kind of a classic backpack silhouette, but checks off many of the boxes that I continue to talk about of the things that I really look for in a personal item, as well as just a solid everyday bag. So even though it's got more of a classic silhouette, you still have two external pockets that are going to be good for a water bottle, an umbrella, just something that you need to grab a little bit more quickly. You have a spacious quick access pocket on the front. Really appreciate how much volume there is here. So even if you have bulkier items like a sunglass case or a pouch, you'll be able to get to it. without too much of a hassle. And then you have a wide opening main area here that at 23 liters can hold an impressive amount due to its simpler layout. So this easily holds everything that I typically want to carry. Could also use it for a quick trip. You have some good built-in organization on the flap for things like, again, your sunglasses, portable battery, portable hard drive, a mouse. You have a zippered compartment for smaller items that you don't want getting lost in the main area. And then you also have a padded laptop sleeve on the back. I do wish that this was accessible as a separate compartment because this flap along the top can sometimes, kind of get in the way if you have a taller laptop, but I use a 13-inch device, so I haven't noticed any issues. You have a nice strap to secure it, good amount of padding on the sleeve. It's not super suspended or anything like that, but it gets the job done if you just need to keep your laptop protected for your day-to-day on the go. And then the straps, like many other leather backpacks, are a little bit on the thinner side, but they're wide enough that I haven't noticed any issues as far as comfort. Even when the bag has been loaded out, it also feels like they're not gonna break on you or anything like that. You have some really cool buckles to adjust the straps, just kind of matches the aesthetic very nicely. And these are definitely not gonna slip on you once you have them where you want them. It's kind of a belt-like system, which I hadn't seen before, like a belt like you would wear on your waist, which I really like. And then you have the luggage pass-through, which for a personal item like this is super important. Rest it on your suitcase while you're traveling. The orientation on the laptop sleeve matches the luggage pass-through, so that's great. Reach down, grab whatever you need. And so overall, I've really enjoyed using this so far. It has a very just kind of minimal, clean, and a modern look. And if you're looking for a professional bag for work travel or just something a little bit nicer for your day-to-day, then it's gonna be a really solid option to consider. The Brevite jumper isn't a bag that I would necessarily say is under the radar, as they have a ton of Instagram ads and I've seen them featured on a lot of different YouTuber videos, but it's not a bag that I talk about as much on the channel. And yet when I revisit it, I really appreciate many of the things that it does well. And so it's got kind of a classic understated backpack look, kind of like a JanSport or a Herschel backpack. And this one is in a pretty bright gray color, but it's offered in a lot of different color combinations. That's one of the cool things about the bag. But then it also has some really useful features for a more modern kind of use case. And so this is offered in a regular version and then the photo version, which is what I have here. And that's the one that I would recommend to most people, because that's really what I think adds a lot of value to this bag, is its abilities as a camera backpack while still maintaining that more minimal look that doesn't look like you're carrying a ton of expensive gear. And so it has a really nice carrying handle at the top. It holds about 20 to 23 liters of capacity with or without the camera gear, so that's a pretty good amount of space while still working as a personal item. Definitely taken this on a few flights when I've been carrying some camera gear. Got a pretty comfortable harness system. The straps have a decent amount of padding. It's not as breathable as some of the other options on this list, but again, very nice luggage pass through here. You also have a separate laptop compartment that's pretty well padded. It's not super suspended, but you do have some padding on the bottom, well protected zipper for that laptop. It's gonna be able to hold a 16-inch MacBook, and it's gonna be very easy to get it in and out of your bag, whether you're going through security or just using it on your regular day-to-day. External water bottle pocket, which you can use to also hold other accessories. You have tripod straps on the bottom, compression strap on the side, and then you have nice organization here on the front quick access area. You have some slip pockets, so great for any sort of tech or EDC items that you need to grab quickly. And then it also has this section that opens up completely flat to reveal the camera area. So this has a series of adjustable dividers that you can configure to match whatever you're carrying. If it's a drone, if it's a camera body and a couple of lenses. You also have the ability to quickly grab your camera from the side if you want to take some shots without getting your bag all the way off. And then you also have this main area, which is going to hold anything that's not camera gear per se. Good amount of space here. It does come down about halfway, but you can remove all of the camera stuff if you want to just use it as a regular backpack. You have one more internal zipper compartment here, hidden compartment for your phone or passport on the back. And yeah, just a lot of really useful functionality. It's well thought out. And if you want a simple backpack that can handle some camera gear and that's just gonna be very, very functional, then this is gonna be a great option to take a look at. The Troubadour Pioneer is a bag that really has surprised me that it hasn't gotten more popular, as it offers a ton of really interesting features. First up, it just has a really nice, modern, professional look, so it's gonna be great for an office setting if you need to wear a backpack with a nicer outfit. For work travel in particular, this is one of my favorites due to some of the features that I'll talk about here in a second. So you have two external water bottle pockets, which is becoming more and more rare. You have some nice leather accenting on the handle and the zipper pulls. You have aqua guarded YKK zippers all throughout. Quick access pocket on the front. You have a laptop sleeve that you can access from the side, so you can get your device in and out quickly, but you can also access it from the main area. It has a top quick access pocket that's gonna be great for any of the items that you're grabbing more regularly. Has a built-in key clip. The harness system is pretty comfortable. It's got some nice padding on the straps and the back panel. And you also have a great luggage pass-through, so you can rest this on your suitcase. That's why I say it's really great for work travel. At 23 to 24 liters of capacity, it still works as a personal item to put under your seat on a flight. And then you have this sort of, it's not a clamshell style opening, but it does come down enough that you really have a lot of visibility into the main area. You have some nice internal organization. Again, access to that laptop compartment here. And with the amount of space, you can really hold an impressive amount of stuff. And this also has a separate shoe compartment, which is another one of those features that's a little bit more rare these days, but makes this great for travel or as a gym backpack. You have some ventilation on the bottom, and I personally always still really like having a separate area for dirty clothes or shoes whenever I'm carrying those items. So this one's a little bit more of a premium price bag, but if you have a higher budget and you really want something versatile and nice looking, then this is gonna be a great option to take a look at. Yeti is a company that's very well known and popular for making durable water bottles, coolers, and other gear. And I was very impressed when I used the Crossroads 27 liter. I feel like their backpacks haven't necessarily gotten quite as popular as the rest of their items, but they really did a great job, in my opinion, with the updates that they made from the original line. This is offered in a couple of different sizes. So there's a 22 liter size, a 27, and a 35. To me, the best one is this 27 liters, as it's a little bit larger, so it might be right on the border for some airlines as far as a personal item. But I have seen people fly with these and manage to fit it under the seat, particularly if it's not overly stuffed out. But even if not as a personal item, as just a rugged outdoor and day-to-day bag, it's really impressive. The exterior fabric feels super durable and weather resistant. You have aqua guarded YKK zippers. You have some nice handles along all four sides to be able to put this into an overhead storage compartment, into a truck. You have compression straps that you can remove or use to attach larger items that don't fit on the inside. You have a nice luggage pass-through, so you can rest it on your suitcase while you're traveling. The harness system is not the most robust. These straps are weird in that they're pretty thin, but they were surprisingly comfortable. So kind of go back and forth on them. It hasn't really been an issue. They actually surprised me with how comfortable they were, because when I first saw them, I thought these were not really gonna be great. So your mileage may vary depending on your preferences, but not really a huge deal for me. I like that it has an external laptop compartment. Always nice to just be able to reach your laptop without having to worry about moving all of the stuff in the main area out of the way. And then as far as the main area, it's not quite clamshell style. The zippers go down pretty far, but Yeti's implementation of a water bottle pocket is interesting because it's on the inside, but there's little sleeves that are specifically meant to hold some of their larger water bottles, so you can still access them because you have zippers that go in all different directions, so you can get to your water bottle. It is going to take up some space from the main area, but that might be appealing to some people that don't like to have external water bottles that make their bag stick out a little bit more. You also have really nice quick access pocket at the top, really spacious. Again, great for when you have the bag under the seat. You can reach down and grab whatever you need, or just for your day-to-day. I love these types of pockets, and this one is one of the better ones that I've used. And then you also have another vertically oriented quick access zipper on the front, which, it's just nice to have this sort of variety of ways to grab your stuff. The compression straps can tend to get in the way of the zipper a little bit, so that's one of the complaints I called out in my review. But just a really solid bag overall, in my opinion. When I come back to it, it surprises me with its durability and just the functionality that it offers. And if you like Yeti, or you're just looking for a durable and weather resistant bag that's gonna give you a little bit more capacity, and this is gonna be an interesting one to check out. The Timbuk2 Division Pack Deluxe is a bag that's been around for a couple of years now. You can almost say that it's fairly mainstream. I've seen some of these branded with company logos. So it's maybe not an unknown bag, but I've had a chance to use it as of late to revisit it, and I was again surprised with just how well it covers the basics, particularly in a more compact form factor that still works great in a professional setting. I've always been a fan of Timbuk2's bags. This line in particular, I love the harness system. It's got a lot of really comfortable padding on the straps and the back panel. Really big air channel here. Got a luggage pass-through so you can rest it on your suitcase. Separate, suspended, and well-padded laptop compartment, so very easy to get your device in and out, travel or EDC. And 20 liters, definitely personal item size. You'd easily be able to fit this under most airline seats. You have compression strap on the side, an external water bottle pocket, which isn't necessarily the best implementation, but still better than nothing in my opinion. You have a large, simple, quick access pocket on the front. So very reminiscent of something like the Evergoods PLC20. And then you have a main area that's not quite clamshell style. It has these sort of gussets, so you can open it pretty wide and pretty much pack it out like a clamshell bag. But you don't have to worry about everything spilling out accidentally. So just really just kind of checks off the boxes for what I would be looking for out of a professional, more compact EDC bag. I don't feel like this one comes up as often in many of the conversations that I have about what are the best laptop and everyday bags, which is why I'm kind of happy to resurface it here. And if you need something reliable, well-known, this is going to be one of the best options to check out. The Moment Travelwear collection was Moment's first attempt at making a backpack, and I have to say I'm continuously impressed with how many things the bag got right for a first-time bag. I feel like I'm talking about this bag a lot and I don't hear about it as much in the everyday community, but this is a really impressive, more minimal bag. If you like bags from companies like Evergoods that have, that very kind of simple, subdued aesthetic, this has that type of a vibe and a really nice feature set overall. So you have a quick access pocket on the front that is vertically oriented. You swing the bag around, grab what you need. It has some nice internal organization, slip pockets on the flap, very similar to the CPL 24 line. And then you have a separate laptop compartment that has an aqua guarded zipper, suspended laptop sleeve. It's not the most thick laptop compartment, but it is suspended, which to me is even more important. You have some good, just simple organization here for your tech and EDC accessories. Pretty comfortable harness system. The straps are probably the area where this is maybe going to be make or break for some people because they're a little bit thinner, but they offer enough padding and breathability for my particular preferences. And at 21 liters or 17 liters, which this bag is offered in a few different sizes, it's never going to get so heavy in my opinion that these straps would be an issue. You have a sternum strap, a good breathable back panel. So this also has some nice padding, and you have a luggage pass-through so that you can rest this on your suitcase. The orientation here doesn't necessarily match the laptop, so it can be a little bit more awkward to get your device in and out while it's on a suitcase. There's also no external handle, so that's something that I would have liked to have seen, but you do have an external water bottle pocket, which is really nice. Also a spot where you can maybe place a tripod. And then you have a main area that's got this kind of 3/4 opening. So it's not quite clamshell, but it can hold an impressive amount because it's a pretty simple layout. You just have one quick access pocket on the flap. And then this is meant to combine with Moment's ecosystem of accessories that they made for this. So they have a camera cube, a tech pouch, a couple of different things that you can use to customize it depending on your needs. So really great bag. I've seen that it's on sale quite a bit. And so if you're able to snag one of these during one of those discounts, you're gonna get a great bag at maybe a steal of a price. TomToc is a company that feels like it punches above its weight as far as features and quality for their price points. This bag here is a newer laptop backpack from them. It comes in at about 26 liters, so it's a little bit of a larger bag, but I like that it managed to maintain a pretty sleek and slim silhouette. It's got a very techie vibe, and it feels like a really durable and versatile bag for anybody who just needs a tech backpack. You have external water bottle pockets, really comfortable harness system. It reminds me a lot of Air's straps and back panel as far as breathability, having an air channel here. You have a luggage pass-through, so this is what helps kind of make it a good personal item. Durable handle at the top. You have nice organization throughout. quick access pocket on the front here with some internal organization, an admin area, you have a main compartment, and then a separate laptop compartment, which if you haven't noticed throughout this video is a theme of something I really like, and this has fleece lining, it's suspended, it's gonna protect your devices from drops. So, just really checks off so many key features while offering a pretty modern, sleek look. And if you're looking for a versatile bag that's gonna work well for the office or just, for general tech usage or as a personal item that comes in at under $150, this is gonna be a great one to take a look at. And so that's it. Those are some of the bags that have really surprised me, either the first time that I used them or after I've returned to them after a certain period of time. Hopefully this video was helpful, and if you have any questions on the bags that I featured in the video or suggestions for similar, more unknown or undercovered bags that I should check out, as always, please let me know in the comments. And I'll make sure to include links to the in-depth videos that I've done for the bags featured in this video, as well as links to some of the other roundup videos that I've done that cover a lot of similar bags that are some of my favorites that feature all of the things that I really look for in a backpack. I recently did one talking about the CTB 26 from Evergoods and some of the closest competitors to that, so that would be a good one to check out. Also one that talks about my favorite travel bags, my favorite minimal travel bags, and so make sure to check those out. If you have ideas for other roundup videos that you'd be curious to see, I'm always looking for those as well. So I want to thank you for watching and supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a like. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any upcoming videos, and we'll see you in the next one.